I released a video last night about updates Evony sent through in-game mail, and then 2 hours later they sent even more. Well, let's go through those updates as well. First, we have the MidSummer Preview that details what we can expect from the consumption event coming up tomorrow. I'll just summarize this mail as most of it is nothing out of the ordinary. Starting tomorrow, there's the new ladder packages with resources, speed-ups, lucky coins for the Taikis Wheel, tactic scrolls, and subsidy clues. Remember that if you're going to spend, I highly suggest you do it through Huawei, as you'll get discounts and save much more money than you would with Google Points or through the Apple Store. For details on how to set that up, check out the link in the video description. When you buy the 5th package of the ladder, you have a chance to get the new General Prince Eugene that we will check out later, as well as Barbarian King's token, dragon crystals, badges, and a level 7 premium gear chest for a dagger. Cleopatra's Treasure is a new event. I'm not 100% sure how this works yet, so I might make another video on it when the event comes out. My guess after reading the text is that there's a page of chests that need to be opened. You would collect key fragments and key repair tools through bosses, monsters, and gathering. After collecting fragments, you need to use a key repair tool to repair the chest keys you would use to open the chests. It also says something about salvaging chests by consuming gems. I'm not quite sure if that means we need to consume gems when we open a chest with a key, or if we need to first find chests by consuming gems before we can even start to search for the keys. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. There's a ranking system for the Cleopatra's Treasure event, and the top 3 will get a castle decoration. Don't get too excited though, it's only a 14-day decoration. Next on the update mail, we see that Barbarian's Invasion is back. Nothing new here, so let's move on. There's more details on cake levels in the King's Party event. Oh, and look at that! They've even improved King's Party by increasing the cake level up to 10. Woohoo! At level 10, you get the 2nd new general Maurice, and you also get fragments for the Abbas Mace. The underwhelming and overpriced auction house event is also back. Don't waste your time on this. Finally, we get to the most important part of the mail. Taikis Wheel of Fortune, which amusingly has a typo. Yes, I know that I'm saying Taiki wrong. It's supposed to be something like tee-hee, but that sounds like how a little girl might sneeze, so I'm sticking to Taiki. Also, Trajan. Yes, Trajan. I know I say it wrong. I like the way I say it. I'm sure Trajan doesn't mind either, considering he's been dead a few thousand years and probably pronounces his name differently than how people do today. The Taikis Wheel of Fortune is giving us a slim chance to get the Furinkazan bracers and boots. In a way, I'm bummed that it didn't cycle back to Plantagenet so I can finish the pieces that are incomplete. However, it's much better this way. At least now we know that we can expect the Taikis Wheel to cycle through all the sets. It will be a long time before we get back to Plantagenet to finish those lagging pieces off though. I really hope that fragments start dropping off bosses so it will only take a year or 2 to finish those pieces as opposed to the 10 to 20 years it's going to take right now. Regarding the Taikis Wheel, I'm hoping that they upped the chances to get the fragments for the civilization pieces, but there's a pretty slim chance of that happening. Last in this mail, we have the usual historic city searching event where you use clues to try your luck at getting keys for desirable subordinate cities. The usual mini events like crazy eggs are back, of course. That's it for this mail. Let's move on to the next. Journey to Glory event preview. This mail is rather interesting considering my video last night about the pitiful 7 blood varies per day that can be earned through hard work on a daily basis. The Journey to Glory event starts tomorrow and you can get Glory General chests and up to 2,300 blood varies. That's enough for possibly 2 or so stars when ascending a general. Now, the problem is that the currency used to get the chess is the Star Blue coins. Yes, those are the same coins used in the Astrolube wheel. It's almost like they realized people didn't like the Astrolube event, so they added more incentive to spend money to get Star Blue coins. The good news here is that they also reacted to the situation and are now granting players limited earnings of Star Blue coins from monsters, bosses, and resource spots. They conveniently left out what that daily limit is, so we will have to figure that out on our own. If you figure out what those limits are, please post them here so people can be informed. Time for the next mail. Prince Eugene. I don't generally like to poke fun at appearances, but this guy's portrait looks a little funny to me, so I looked him up online. It doesn't get any better. Prince Eugene was born in France but rejected from military service because of his physique and because his mother was exiled after having been accused of mass murder. He became a field marshal in the Holy Roman Empire instead, where he became rather famous. Prince Eugene's skill, Battle of Zenta, buffs mounted troop attack by 35% and mounted defense and HP by 10%. The important thing to note here is that the skill is when leading the army, meaning he will function like Martinez in being able to be used offensively and defensively. Without doing the math, it already looks like Prince Eugene is going to be a contender for the top or one of the top spots as a cavalry general. The final mail introduces another general, Maurice. I feel as though his skill could definitely use some naming improvements. I mean, Maurice's formation is about the lowest effort anyone could put into naming his skill. It's even missing the possessive apostrophe. The skill reduces enemy ranged troops attack by 15% and increases your in-city ranged troops and siege machines attack by 20% when you set him as the duty officer of the Archer Tower. Is that good? Yes, it's huge. You definitely want him for a duty officer if you can get him. That was the final mail, so I'll see you in the next video, YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.